Have you ever listened to a movie soundtrack and wondered how can just a few notes tell an entire love story? Today I'll show you exactly how. We will follow the emotional journey of John, who writes his first love letter to Lily. We'll go through different scenes and different emotions, and after every improvisation I'll explain exactly why I chose those notes and chords. Let's begin. John sits at his desk. He's writing his very first love letter to Lily. Every sentence comes from his heart. He's excited, hopeful, and looking forward to what might happen. For this opening scene, I stay in D major. It's bright, warm, and full of optimism. The melody begins with the notes F sharp, E, D, and A and G. It naturally moves forward almost like John's thought flowing onto the paper. Then I repeat F sharp, E, and D, allowing the listener to recognize the phrase before it gently settles on E. Once again, Repetition helps establish the musical language of the story. In the left hand, I alternate between D and A and D, B, and G. These open intervals create a peaceful, optimistic foundation while leaving enough space for the melody to breathe. Everything feels calm. Everything feels possible. But then, something changes. John reads his letter again. Suddenly questions appear. Is this too much? What if she doesn't feel the same? His confidence slowly begins to disappear. To reflect this emotional shift, I move into E minor. Immediately, the atmosphere changes. The melody is built from the notes G, F sharp, and E. The most important note is F sharp. F sharp against the E minor harmony, it creates a second, a gentle dissonance that sounds questioning rather than stable. Instead of resolving everything, I intentionally leave the phrase open. That's exactly what John is experiencing. Nothing feels certain anymore. John loses his courage. He crumples the letter and throws it into the trash. For one painful moment, it's over. Here the harmony changes to F sharp minor, enriched with a suspended fourth in the right hand. That suspension creates a maximum emotional tension because it refuses to resolve. It perfectly captures John's uncertainty at the exact moment he throws away the letter. Then everything stops. The chord simply remains. No melody, no movement, just silence. Now that silence allows the emotion to sink in. Before we continue, if you would like to practice this kind of storytelling yourself, I've put together a free piano improvisation guide. You can download it for free using the link in the description. Now, let's see what happens next. John keeps staring at the trash can. His fear tells him to leave. His heart tells him to try. Finally, hope begins to win. He reaches into the trash and takes the letter back. This entire section is built around 4 chords: E minor, F sharp minor, G major, and A major. Each harmony represents another emotional step in John's inner conflict. Meanwhile, the right hand keeps repeating exactly the same figure, B and F sharp, almost like a heartbeat. His thoughts are changing. The harmony is changing, but his inner struggle remains constant. Finally, everything arrives on A major. Suddenly the music opens. Hope has won. For the first time, both hands support the same confident harmony. John has made his decision. John walks to the mailbox. He takes one last breath. Then he drops the letter inside. There's no turning back. Now the melody becomes confident and determined. It moves through the notes D, C sharp, B, A, G, F sharp, B, A, F sharp, and E. Unlike before, the melody never hesitates. It keeps moving forward, supporting with wide cinematic voicings in the left hand. G with the 9, D with the 9, G with the 9, and A. The added ninth create openness and emotional depth. Combined with the wide spacing in the left hand, they produce that spacious cinematic sound often heard in modern film scores. Musically, this is the moment the decision is made. The letter is sent. There's no looking back. John smiles. He still doesn't know how Lily will respond. But that no longer matters. He found the courage to be honest. And that already changed him. To finish the story, I bring back the melody from scene 1. Returning to the original theme creates a feeling of coming home, but this time the accompaniment has changed. The left hand now moves from D to G to A the whole time. Giving the music more emotion and a stronger sense of direction. During the final repetition, I enrich the melody with octaves and thirds. The melody is the same, but it has matured, just like John. The story ends with the same hope we heard at the beginning, only now it's supported by confidence and courage. One of the biggest secrets of cinematic improvisation is this. Don't start with chords, start with a story. And in the next video, we'll take the next step. Where do your improvisation ideas actually come from? I will see you there.